Hello friends, what are open source software and why are they demand today? List the key creation of OSD compliance. Open source means you can access freely without pay any cost. So available for everyone. As we know about that, Linux, Mozilla, Tomcat, Apache, Mozilla, Libers, MySQL is a open source software. Why we call to open source software? Just because of we do not need to pay any cost of them, and we can customize the software. How can we customize? So for example, you have installed your MySQL in your computer. Okay, let's say we have MySQL, and according to your create your database and structure file, and we can modify the tables as we desire requirements. As we know about that, MySQL is a database and backgrounds, many of them use very popular. Here to come to open source software, this model promotes collaboration and transparency. We collaborate means gathering information, enabling and develop worldwide contributed developments and improvements. So that's why call to open source appointments like Linux. Linux is a window you can create and customize according to your desired requirements. Transparency, source code is publicly accessible. For example, you access a Mozilla, just press F11, you can see the all source codes in the backgrounds. Customizability, user can modify the software suits their specific needs and desired requirements. Collaborations, we encourage contributes from global community developers. No licensing cost. OSS. What is the meaning of open source software? Is usually free. Open source, that is means open source, no any cost to pay and freely available for everyone. Service like supports may incurring and charges. So that's why we call to open source softwares. But here is a question list key creations of OSD compliance. OSD compliance means open source software demand today. Why is demanding today? Just because of cost effective, no any free making and in it accessible of started for educational and small business. As we know about that, flexible and customization can be tailored and requirements offerings. Proprietary softwares, innovation and collaborations contributes from global community for developers, drivers rapid innovation and improvements. Security, since the code is open, everybody must know and fix more clickable by the community of making. That's why the security OS more secure than closed source software. So next we move to software diagnostic. What is the software diagnostic tool? Just forget about all things. I just tell you, just look at this. We go to a diagnostic center. So for example, we go to a diagnostic center. Okay, so diagnostic centers just take our bloods and test according to doctor prescription which kind of test we have tested. So diagnostic test your test and give your result. Okay, so diagnostic here is clear about this. What is diagnostic? Now here is come to software diagnostic. So first of all, with Wireshark. What is the Wireshark? Wireshark is a software which is protocols with a large, as we know about the Wireshark is the world most popular network protocol just because of they detects the security threats in the backgrounds. So that's why Wireshark, if you have a very crucial or servers, this software very helpful for a Wireshark various network protocol. Because of everybody's know we retrieves and send the data from in a packet forms. As we know about the every details in packet level. So packet level we send the data in the packets, small packets, and small packet can be breached small packet can be breached by the hackers. So that's why we Wireshark. As we know about that, so WhatsApp encrypts end-to-end encrypts. If you send a data, they encrypts in some codes, and when you receives they encoding. So that's why, so here is a Wireshark protocols in the diagnostic tool so that we can easily retrieve and send the details packets level analysis. Now come to process explorer. What is the process explorer? As you can see friends, here is a process explorer. Process explorers, just tell you in a short words, here is a two window. You can just easily see about that which task is a crucial running and which task is slow. So according to your window, you can end the process. As we can see, here is a process explorer CPU. So process explorer, as you can see here is a process explorer which is a window Microsoft's official site you can easily access to, and which threads and programs in a running in a crucial way. So step by step you can exit and end the task according to your desire. As you can see, here is a graphs and which one is a CPU runnings and which memory is I can also share a description in the link, you can check it out. So here we just see process explorer which is window Microsoft Microsoft's resources uses open handle, identify suspicious process, which one is a suspicious process performance issue. Okay, now going to Memtest86. What is the Memtest? This is the very important for us. Memtest is just a memory test. What is the RAM error? Suppose that, for example, memory for fault, troubleshooting system crash. If you have a, suppose that 6000 megahertz frequency and system showing just 3000, so what we do? So simply just download the Memtest86 and they can easily diagnose your Memtest. So this is the very benefit for our background tools Memtest. So here you can also help in troubleshooting system crash and instability due to fault RAMs. So that's why we use to Memtest86. Event viewer. What is the event viewer? As we can see here, window plus R and types EVNT VWR. Let me show you. I just pressed window plus R, as you can see, and now I am type 2 event VWR. As you can see the event viewer. What is the role event? This is the very crucial, but we just quickly talk about useful for tracking errors and warning to troubleshoot system problem. As you can see, here is a custom views administrator events. So you can easily, according to your event viewer, which one is a event viewer, you can customize and copy, save, refresh and all things. So here is a help is diagnostic software crash, hardware failure, and security easy. We use to event user, useful for tracking errors and warning troubleshoots. So I hope this concept is also understandable. What is the software diagnostic tool? Next we move to what are the browser cookies. As you can see here, just we have access gigabyte sites. Now these sites tell me to gigabyte uses cookies enhance and improves website experience. Just accept. If you accept, these cookies store in your browser. So temporary in your browser until you remove your history. So that's why is that cookies is a quickly access. So if you accept the cookies in your browser, what are the browser cookie? Browser cookie is smallest text file stored on user computer in the website. As I told you, preference, login details, browsing activity, they help improving user experience by saving sessions, information, enabling and personalized content. If you next time go to these sites, they already cookies is stored, so they show you according to your desire as you previous left them. So why are cookies dangerous? Cookies dangerous just because of convince they can pose security and privacy risks, including if you again and again just search and other sites you can go into and search anything. As we can say ki just a small pop-up window and all things, they including to ads retrieves from your cookies. So this wise contents privacy and security risk. Tracking and privacy invasion. Websites and advertisement use cookie track browsing habits, which can lead unwanted target privacy concern, as we talking about that. Session hijinks and cross-site scripting storage and poorly managed cookies may contain, so that's why we regular clear in browsing history. This is the personal information. Okay, so dangerous for your systems. List some tips. Avoid cookies. Avoid cookies, as we know about that. So just clean your history. Regular clear cookies. As delete cookies periodically from your browsing settings, as we talking about that, and use private incognito modes so that nobody your cookies access. You can use also VPN. What is VPN? Virtual private network. We talking about letters. So here is a block third parties cookie. Use secure browser. Enable two-factor and authentication. This is the most important things of two-factor authentication. If you enable two-factor authentications, any sites and any Gmail, YouTube, Instagrams, nobody can hack your accounts just because of two-factor authentications. If you enable two-factor authentications, they ask you 6-digit code. So 6-digit codes require in your mobile codes in other devices. So you cannot generate two-factor authentication until second mobile you can provide and access the codes two-factor authentication. We talk about later what is the two-factor, or you can also search the two-factor authentication. This is the most important things of two-factor authentication, friends. If you not enable in your Instagrams, YouTube's, Gmail accounts and other any accounts, so I personally recommend you just log in, just enable your two-factor authentication. Next we move to differentiate about CRT, LCD and LED monitor. What is the difference between CRT? As we knew about that old model CRT. CRT is a cathode ray tube monitor, which is a photo screen, as we seen about screen, which is a more power consumable and which lights to create image. That's why the image quality, size and weights, power consumption, viewer angles and lifespans and use cases. This is called a CRT, that means a cathode ray tubes. Next we move to LCD. LCD means liquid crystal display. As we can see, liquid crystal display, which is a very light and sharp display. Resolution CRT, however, contrast, size and weight is a very small. Power consumption low power consumption, view angles wider angle CRT, lifespan longer lifespans, and use case commonly use old monitor, laptops and TV, replace them to CRT. Next we LED, light emitting diodes monitor, which is a very advanced for today's generation. Image quality LCD, deeper, more vibrant color. As we can see, more vibrant colors, size and weight, light, very weight, most energy efficient and minimum color distance. Lifespans, long lifespans due to durability of LED technology, widely used modern TV monitor and all in our life. Now we move to explain the role of any two folder that are part of your email account. As you can see, here is a screenshot in my Gmail accounts. Inbox started. So most important is inbox. If you have a receipts and emails, they come to inbox. If you any sent mail, everybody know about that, so just go to send mail. So this is a very basic question. Role the primary folder where all incomings email and delivered. Functionality, as we know about the receipts and senders, importance, help secure. Sent emails, role store copies all emails, and functionality automatically save a copy emails you can send. Importance is what is the provides a records outgoing communication for reference, useful for very whether email was sent successfully. Next we move to explain proxy server. What is the proxy? Friend, proxy server is, as we know about, the very protected for your computers. A proxy servers act as a intermediary. Suppose that here is a computer or here is a server. So proxy is a role as a intermediary. As we know about the example smartphone and their internet's benefits such as security, privacy. That's why we used to provide proxy. Nobody can access that. Our proxy server work user request. When user try to access website online resources, the request first sent to the proxy server. Here, as we can see here, a data server. The proxy server evaluate the request, forward it to the target servers. Example, website retrieves data behalf for the user. Responsibility, the proxy server send the retrieves data back to the user, making the user identity location process. As we use the end user internet, and port is a 40 number 4, so like that, and 80 it is a normal proxy. That's why we use to proxy server. We just talk about sorts, function and benefit of proxy server. Privacy and marks the user IP address. Suppose that for a computer has a IP address, making it difficult to track location or identity. If you have a proxy servers, nobody can third party access your, if you using the internet in between the proxy server. So I hope this video is very helpful for you. So meet you in the next video. Thank you.